start with the 5,000 chips. We lost like brutally. Aces against eights for really big stack. We lost aces against queen jack on the board, king 10 4. So definitely not the greatest, but we're gonna play Zoom today. We're gonna play Zoom today, and we're gonna play this. We're gonna play this on Party Poker, and that's it. I took the 2 days off to just clear my head, and I just want to I want to just want to finish the challenge, and I'm gonna try to do it. And now Star Helper is fucking with me. Okay, I'm gonna go out of the Star Helper, and now I can do whatever I want. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is it, and I'm gonna now go again to Start Helper. Starts Helper. Okay. Now that the stars has put the big blinds in, maybe there is no sense at all into the buying the product, because the best features of Stars Helper is changing into big blinds, in my opinion. This like how do you say, adjusting bets and stuff like that. I think it's not at all important. So we have new guys: Well Mutaya, Salenoi, Pardama, okay. Hypersur, Dexter, Erixei. Okay. Fold. Dexter. A7. Okay. We're gonna use the population sheet into our decisions. I can show you if you want also, where we basically analyze all pool of records and fishes, how they play, and make analysis like from pre-flop to post-flop, and then we have like everything there. I think we can check raise here. I think it's probably too strong. It's better like 8 jack than this, and we don't know the guy. Okay, and is it okay? Let's see the hairy guy. Hairy. He folded, but I think he's a rec. Okay. Velmutaya, Salenoi, AA, and Pardama. Okay. And this is the reg. Fold here. Okay, Queen 5, we play. We are getting short here. Today I just reopened my party poker account. Now they kick out the hand history, and you need to make a new nickname and stuff like that. So I just start today using it. Okay, let's see this sweat BG to tabler. Okay, reg. Let's see. Okay. Folding, opening, folding everything else. I think that he doesn't have like 7-9 at all. Let's see how he reacts on our bets. He doesn't fold. I'm just gonna overbet it like this, because he has like, I think, tighter range pre-flop on the small blind. So using the fact that he doesn't have a nuts, and it's hard here to have a two pair like 8-10 suited and 6-8 suited. It's the only one, so he doesn't have any off two pairs, and he just doesn't have any like really strong hands here. So we can make pressure. Hello, Magic Orange. Thank you, man. I'm alive. I played VCP, and I played on Party 2 tournaments. And that's it for today. And I just, maybe better I didn't even play. I just feel like I'm running really bad. I mean, we were running over 100k chips, and we played like two bounty builders where you start with a 5k. So every tournament I played today, it was a bad bit. So, and we lost one that main event with ace king against queens. And that's it. And we are going here. We have nice bounty, so maybe we'll get called. No, we're not. I'll fold here. Seems tighter from the big blind. We don't know how much. Okay. He should bet a lot here. He didn't. Okay. Like hand like jacks, queens comes in mind first. But we don't know his range. If he has in range like king 9 suited, he would maybe check king 9 suited here. But generally I feel he should bet really a lot here. Now when he double checks, it just really feels like that. And I'm gonna check a lot here. gonna bet here. I would check a lot of kings here. And you see like 5% on the sample is ace 10 off. So let's see the Admir. Probably fish. Yep. Okay, bet have here. So the guy that we don't know, don't have a sample, did 3-bet us big blind versus button with ace 10 off, which is strange because range from the big blind should be different than from the small blind. But okay, here we have like 15 bigs. Unfortunately, I won't open this from 15 big blinds. I want to have hand that I'm going with. Recro. That's what we have in Albazar. Okay. Nothing much. We would get here really solid board, okay. Let's see it 4-bet range. He 4-bet 1, like it's 2 out of 14 times. Ah. Hypersur. I didn't want to open a jack here. Unfortunately, I don't think we can do it. And I didn't want to do it because we are UTG. But I didn't get a lot of stronger hands than that. That's also a problem. Okay. Fold here. I'm gonna fold. 10-3 off. Unfortunately, maybe I should shove the last hand here because we just didn't get anything better than this. But I'm not sure. We have like 15 blinds. But we are on the UTG. And I feel we're gonna just be called by better. Even maybe it's not true because we have a bounty. But I didn't want to go with ace-jack and that's it. I want a hand that is committed to go like ace queen. I would go with ace queen. But now when I'm like so much waiting, I'm just not gonna put it. I'm gonna go with the nines, but I didn't want to do it with ace jack. Okay, ace 8. We don't know this guy at all. %, 0% middle versus Okay, I'm gonna call. Let's see here. Probably a fish. We are going here. This is like not the greatest. We are in the sandwich. Okay, I'm shoving here. Ace queen. It will be tough. Let's survive this. We did. Really great. Really, really great. Okay. Did we win against Carius? Yep, we did. Hey, Clooney, man. I'm always for a fight, man. I'm just gonna finish what I started. Look at this guy. He's distributing a lot. He's not Kevin Cole range, so we'll happily go here. Like this. Let's see what we have on him. Okay, this guy is... Yeah, this guy's full of shit. Our range looks like I would 4-bet with 10s plus. I'm gonna go like this. And I would bet every hand of my range here. So, okay. Again, this guy, what happened last hand I didn't see. The guy shoved here. Had a 5, Scarius had 8s. And we would win. And he limped with the aces. And this guy shoved the... This guy shoved the 5s. Okay. So limped with the aces. We have like how much? 26. Still not enough for me to open this. Still not. And we also don't have a ham, but nobody else has it, so it's really good. Chicken Vian. Let's see. Probably fish. Yep, a recro. Against strikers, we're gonna definitely be careful. I think when he calls here, he probably has some type of flush. Ace-8 fold. Dr. Pepe calls. Has a calling range. But sample issues. Zynom1 asked me, do I know Iskebas? Yes, I know him. We used to hear on Skype. He's a really good player. And the guy beat the NL 400, 200 and 600 on 888 with 26 big blinds per 100 on the long, on the big sample. Maybe I'm wrong, like 24 to 27, something like that. On 888 poker, he mostly played 888. Conning Greek. But he started to play also on the iPoker last time that we hear. So here, let's do it like this. Conning Greek. Think he's a recro guy. Definitely think he is. Yep, he is. Recro, I'm just gonna use a little bigger. Here. I'm gonna bet like this. Okay. Velmutaya and Marcus and Eric Tsai. And Eric Tsai, I look at the guy like a lot and I didn't mark him at all. So I don't know why. King about. Think is a fish. King 3, okay. King 6. I'm going to try to also watch here if anything happens that we can have used later. Maybe some fancy stuff. My opinion, this guy seems to be reg. This also seems to be reg. This guy is weird. He limped aces and I don't know why. So I just don't know. Let's see Giova guy. He's two tabler, so okay, we're gonna call 4 here. So he knows this is the recro guy, so he'll tribute him a lot. So I'm gonna call for it. Snake guy, I don't know. I think I see him as a fish. Oh, yep, it is. Okay, bet 1/3. King 6 will be fold. What happened there? It seems like Ja got some type of the all-in going, right? Want to see that. Let's see what happened. Ja opened, this guy called, that I told that I think he's a reg. He bet call, shot, okay. So what on the river the guy is shoving Ja? Like he's like probably shoving only flushes. That means he did double barrel with nothing or with like some type of draw hand. And he did triple barrel, okay. And he's doing it against really what should be a strong range, because when middle position calls UTG on the tournament and there are regs, it has to be stronger range. Hello, Ultima Force, and I'm not, man. I'm never give upping. So, I told you guys I'm gonna finish the challenge, so I'm gonna finish it. That's not a question. I was like planned to finish it no matter what. So we're gonna finish it, and we're gonna try to finish it strong. Okay, folding here. This guy is delay c betting. with a smaller size, and that's something I don't really like, but 7x is a call. Okay, check the river. When it's smaller size, it's like never a bluff, it's just betting wider for value. That's why I'm not thrilled to call with a 7-8. And on the river, I don't think we rep many strong hands there, especially if he has jack, then it's hard that queen help us a lot. It's like if the river is 6-9, stuff like that, then we can rep like 2 pairs more, but against queen it's hard and it's probably fold. Okay, it's probably check behind then, no bluff or anything like that. We tried to open here on the king 10 on a cutoff, which I think it's okay. Yep, I know Uskabasi really well. So I know that he didn't use PO or GTO stuff. But he's just a smart guy. So really perceptive, and he knows what people are doing at the tables and has a good logic and can like know what people are doing. So he's not a GTO type of guy, but he's just a real good player. That's what we have of McFaro. I'm going to check behind here. Okay, here I'm going to change the strategy now. The strategy will be okay. Like I told you, I'm going to use on the zoom now bigger size strategy from the beginning, because there's just a lot of recros out there. So let's see what we have here. Okay, he's a call here. Really bad play, I think, because he should be betting this hand, not check raising it, because I will have like king queen here, and king queen is really strong because he's repping range that is beating ace-x. So really bad play in my opinion, because he doesn't have showdown value. He should be betting bluffs without showdown value, not check raising them. Okay, Chow guy, I think is a fish, is a recro. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze it, open here, fold there. Let's see about him. Okay, let's see. Okay, he seems to be active, but seems to be more active where he doesn't have a call range. So on the button he has a call range, and he's not that active on the button. Okay, we need to call here, because he'll have like ace queen, ace king always, and he's now repping a range like queens plus, and he doesn't have ace jack off in the range, and he's gonna have like backdoors with the diamonds, like low aces. But this is like real bad, because king queen got there, ace queen got there, and ace king got there. So now we're not beating anything, and this is like clear call on the turn, and I think fold on the river. and we need to take into account how the guys see us. We are not folding river at all. So here on this river, I mean, we just can call this. But the problem is what we're gonna call here. It would be really suck to have Jack 10 here. And I think just. But even Jack 10, I feel it's fold. We're gonna have like Queen Jack with the backdoor, so. But that can also be a check raise. So definitely I think river that everybody's overfolding. Okay, let's see his call. He called 9-10. Okay, so he will probably have around 35% hands 3-betting and calling. He doesn't have 6-7 suited, 6-7 off, and 6-7 suited is probably 3-betting with a high 3-bet. He would probably 3-bet that. Fortunately, we need to fold here. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I shouldn't open that Queen 10 off, King 10 off. I don't know. Curious, they were like that from the, like almost from the beginning when we started to play our game. The lines were like that, but the blue one has dropped drastically. So okay. I mean, this is a fold. No matter what I see in the, no matter what I see that he's even like, I don't know, like 7% call for betting, it's still a fold. Jack 10, nothing. And now it really sucks when you don't have chips in the, when you don't have chips in the tournament, because basically this is like a beautiful hand and nothing we can do here. We just can't do anything. We just need to fold it and wait for better spots. Okay. Epsilon L, this is a two-tabler, so maybe he's a reg. We wouldn't get anything here, so. Okay, let's see with the Kichi. Okay. We don't know anything about Kichi. About Epsilon L R. This is also interesting. The guy check called the turn, which I don't think he should be doing a lot. It looks like a overcards to me, because if he's having a overpair there, it's a pure call. It's a pure bet on the turn, so it looks like ace queen, ace king, and he had ace 10 off. And the guy, this Shia guy bluffed, it seems. Let's see how the hand went. I want shove here. Okay, this guy called. This guy bet 1-6, and this guy now bet with ace high, which I don't understand. And this guy when called, it's pretty obvious that he has ace high. So okay. But we need to take into account that this guy bluffed with ace high, because I don't think he can really bet ace high there in that spot at all, so he tried to bluff with it. Okay, I'm gonna bet here. Let's see what we have about Roberts. Okay. Ace jack is a float. He's not double barreling that much. We are shoving here. Hello, worker man. Thank you. Let's go here. Try to win it. I guess from the bounty perspective we will be called. The guy's thinking, okay. But this guy won't call a slide because he doesn't have that many chips. He's also in spot where he needs chips. So, okay. We have 13 blinds. I'm not gonna do it. It's like UTG +1. We have a bounty, will be called like with ace high a lot. I would rather shove like ace 10 than this. Even I wouldn't shove ace 10, so. Okay, this guy folds really a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna three bet him with more polarized range. Okay. Okay, I'm glad we folded. Let's see here. Let's see here. It also seems to fold a lot. I'm floating here. Let's see the multi-way. Okay, it was a mistake to float, because multi-way he's not c-betting at all. He's c-betting 15% only, so it is mistake. He's really betting, and I didn't even see it. So check range on this board. Okay, let's see here. He's like rarely calling. Check call here. I feel like that's mostly like pocket pairs because it's so low. We are going here. I'm gonna shove. Yep, this even better. I don't understand this move at all. Calling on the small blind that he has so many chips here. Oh, he's trapping this guy, basically. Because if we are calling this guy shying, okay, I don't understand now. But I just don't like that. But also I feel we need to shove. Okay. I'm gonna put one more zoom. Definitely not the greatest MTT session. Okay. Let's see how much recruits are betting in position. I think really a lot. On the river they are slowing down, on the turn they are betting a lot. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. That's what I have on him. Okay. It's not important. For 8 fold. This guy had queen 10. Nina, let's see, is it a reg or probably not? Yep, not. Okay, we're gonna check raise recro. Nice turn for us. Okay, let's see here how much he folds. Okay. Nice, okay. Forex here. Ego Edge is a new reg. And here he is. Ace 5, okay. I'm gonna make a quick break for bathroom and we're gonna be back. Okay, we are here. I don't think it will be much more MTTs for me. But when I will play them, I will play them mostly without cash game. So like today, I just play MTT, and when we basically lost everything, I just turned the zoom in. Let's see what he had. King 5, and he didn't continue with that. Okay. Okay, I remember this. He had 8-8 there, okay. Okay. Hello, Benjo. Let's see other guys. Temoni is reg, okay. Let's see this Dana man. I think Dana man is probably Recro. Campana is having calling range from small blind. Okay. I don't think he's gonna have many 9x here. But he's gonna have all pairs like 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s. So, okay. Nice spot because this guy will call, so a lot of dead money in. Really nice. Marcus is the new. Oh, Marcus is reg from Greek. From Greece. This guy is really tight. 4% against UTG. Let's see what I have on him. Okay, think sixes needs to be called. He's checking here. Okay, let's see how he plays his check range. We don't have that info. Okay. I saw that he's never bet check bet as a bluff, and also that size on the river, because it seems like he wanted to go to check raise with the overpair. I don't think he's like, the problem is like he don't have bluffs in 4% of the range. He has like ace king and ace queen suited, and I don't think he's betting like ace queen of, I mean he can have like ace king of diamonds with ace of diamonds, but also that hands are probably c-bet a lot. So, and he didn't ever bluff with this with the line where had been checked before, and that line on the river is also the small size on the river. If he's like bluffing, he would bet bigger, I think, from what I see in his stats. So I decided to fold there. And he bet polarized on the turn, and now on the, and when he's like checking that board, we're gonna check, but we're gonna also, we're gonna stab, but not a lot. Okay, let's see here. 5%. Okay, I'm just gonna go 6. I'm gonna increase size because he's not folding. Okay, I'm gonna check here. Check once more. Okay, I'm gonna bet now. Check raise here. Let's see what we have. Okay, we don't need to see it. We saw that Marquez is a reg. Let's see what we have about this guy. This is classic fish. Ego Age is a reg. It's all we know about him. SL Melon, and SL Melon is the only okay, we're gonna overbet here. We have really a lot of bluffs here, like a7, 7-8, queen jack, jack 8, all that shit. So only way we can play it is an overbet to have some fold equity, and this guy even called like this, which I think it's okay. He blocks 7-8. He blocks. I don't think it's the greatest hand, but it just shows that we just need to overbet there, because if we bet normal size, we are wrapping 10x here, and if we bet normal size, it's just I think we're always be called. Okay, Bojic. Okay, let's see his stabbing range. Let's see here. And he did bet like this. If I knew that, we can mix check raises on the turn, but this hand doesn't want to check raise. But what can we take here? We can definitely take here that this guy stepped with the ace jack, which is really bad. Which is like really bad. If you're not checking bet like hand that has showdown value and you're stabbing like that, then what are you doing with the bluffs? That can be a million of it. So you're stabbing 70% here, 60. We just need to check raise then and that's it. But I didn't know that. And okay. And then people tells me regs here are too good and stuff like that. Regs here have like so fundamental mistakes that are so big that regs from bigger limits would exploit and crush, and they would be in almost all tough spots. But here it can go because 80% of pool are recross. We made analysis now. It's like more than 7,000 players I played from the beginning of the challenge. Just think 7,000 players in this pool. What this tells you, 7,000 players, and you can just mask your weaknesses. But when you play like on the 6 tables with regs all the time, that weaknesses would be like in 1 day, 2 days, the people would know what are you doing, and they would check raise the shit out of you and check raise the turn here because you don't have ace queen and stuff like that. But here it can go because most of the pool are recro, so you can do that. And that's like why I told you things like that can pass here, because you will need so many hands to just find that simple thing like this. We just can't do anything except mark these guys recro. But these are the big things, man. This just simply shows that he doesn't know to play at all, because we are c-betting on that board like 30 to 40%, and he should be stabbing like maybe 30% he should be stabbing, and he stabs like 60%. So that's massive. This is really big size. Okay, I'm just gonna fold this. Because if I'm call 4-betting, I'm not folding. I think here we can be good here. Okay, I'm just gonna bet like this. We still have SL Malone guy. So I see like that type of mistakes, but you just need to time and sample to do it, to learn what they're doing, and that's like a problem, because here you can just mask your weaknesses, and I think that's why people love to play Zoom, especially recros, because here they can do like many stuff that would be like crushed in the normal tables. And also the regs, they can pass here with a lot of stuff. They usually want SL Melon, and that's it. So when I see SL Melon and we found him, we have all the regs, and everybody else is okay. We have a couple of more two tablers, and everybody else is recross. We are betting like every overpair here, every 8 decks, bigger than 9, like 10, 8. He's gonna call, I think, ace high on the flop. I don't think on the turn he's gonna have like backdoor flush draws with the heart. I just give up because in the street they're folding river in this spot low, which indicates that they don't float that much. So on the turn he will probably lose a lot of floats, but backdoor flushers will still be there, and when he pots here he's basically wrapping a flush or full house. 39%. This guy has like ace 8 off in his range. Let's see if he would check raise this. His check raises are, he check raises flush draw, and he check raises bottom pair. He doesn't have advantage here that he can do this. We have also every combo of the straight. Really bad river. He would be like changing here queen 10 into bluff, so we can call, and he's low on the river. Let's see a river pop up here just to see if he had any bluffs. Yep, he bluffed with his bluffs, but I don't see turning something into bluff. Okay. I didn't see anything that he did turn something into bluff, and he would need to turn like queen 10 here, and also he would need to float queen 10 here on the big size that we use. So like only queen 10 of diamonds, I think, and that's maybe even check raising because we saw that he's check raising with the bluffs. So basically queen 10 has potential to be a combo draw, and I don't think he would play it like this. And I don't think like if he can really bet like hand like 8-10, 8-9, maybe he can on the river with that size. 8, 9. It's thin, but it can be done. And I don't know why he's donking the turn. Because he doesn't have advantage. We have exactly the same number of straights. Maybe we have even more straights than he, because maybe he will 3-bet some jack 10 suited and we will have it all in the open range, so just don't understand that. He's folding a lot when he's checking, so I'm gonna overbet here. The raise doesn't have any sense. any sense. We are wrapping a straight and he's raising. We are just folding then everything else that isn't a straight, because we wrap a straight when we raise. So I don't see any value that he needs to raise, because if we are bluffing, he wants us to keep bluffing. We are not bluffing with the set there or with the, I don't know what, we are just raising a straight there and that's it. We are just overbetting the straight, so there's like no I mean, and from the stuff like that, you can see like fundamental not understanding of the game. I'm overbetting, wrapping a straight, and now he's raising me out of that range, and he doesn't have like at all straight like 5-8 hand that is like a straight till the 8, so he is raising like for value. So it's like clear misunderstanding of the game, because if we are bluffing, he want us to keep bluffing, because our bluffs are probably zero equity. I mean, zero equity. We have like a gotchas or stuff like that, but just don't understand this. Okay, I'm gonna orbit here, wrapping like a 2 pair. Okay, he check behind here with the ace and bet ace 7. Okay, because we are betting like ace plus, so bigger size, and he did check behind. So okay, make it sense. Okay, let's see, make it sense. I don't know the guy, so he's probably recro. Okay, I'm just gonna bet. Like I said, we're gonna finish this challenge and that will be it. I will done other challenges, but not in the stream. So I will show the program in probably all the sites, but it won't be on the stream. Then you will see also bigger limits. You're gonna see NL 500, you're gonna see NL 600, 400. I'm gonna play like every limit I usually play, so, but it won't be streamed. It will be just video on the YouTube of like every session maybe, or stuff like that, but I won't stream anymore. That's definitely my conclusion of this. But also I won't give up. I just want to finish the challenge, and I try my best to finish it strong as possible. Okay, I'm gonna shove here. Fold, okay. The new reg is Jeff and Heidegger. So Jeff and Heidegger, okay. Nothing here from them, okay. Duyardin, I think, is a recro or a fish. No, he's two tabler, okay. Brazil guy. Brazil 111. Okay. 27, okay. We're gonna have a lot of 10x's. And like this we can bet even 8x, so fold there, okay. And Jeff, I still didn't see him, and Heidegger. And Jeff and Heidegger, okay. Jeff and Heidegger. Nothing here. And this is the Jeff guy, right? Yep. Phobos. This is not good. They're continuing a lot on river in this spot. Yep, classic fish. I think we need to call, but from what I saw, the range is really strong when they donk. It's not like strong as a set, but it's like almost every top pair strong. But every stronger top pair, like probably Jack 10 off plus. Okay. I'm gonna bet once more, but the problem is here he's gonna call like all pairs below. He's not. I don't think he's gonna have many ace-x, like sevens, like eights, like fours, and he's gonna call all of that that has a club, and he's gonna have also a club. I'm just gonna bet once again small. They don't fall a lot here. Okay, I'm gonna give up. When they call twice, it's like usually a hand like a top pair, but he's gonna have like, when they have weak call range, so he's gonna have like many ace-x of clubs, hands like under pair. So I think the bet should be on the river, but it's also like a 5x there, and we are wrapping like queen x plus. Half of the pot on the river, I think, and that's it. Okay, first 3-bet against Mario that we don't know anything about. He seems active from the small blind. Really bad spot. Think this is like definitely call on the turn. No, in the normal strategy, but I just don't know his range. Look at this. We would flop the nuts. Yep. And like, look at the size. I feel like this is a bluff. This is like a some equity hand, like king jack of clubs, stuff like that. Because he should have a lot of checks if he used that big of the size on the flop. And look, just think about this. GTO size here is 1/3, and he's betting on the flop. On the flop is 1/3 GTO size on this board, and he's betting big. And on the turn, peer checks really a lot when he's like betting big. Peer check raises really a lot, so he can go for a check shove and be polarized. And he's like betting this big and leaving like this behind. That just doesn't have any sense. Like, I understand if it's like 34. But if I'm calling here, and I would rarely call here, that's the problem. I would call like, I don't know, I would call like a set here, just like a straight and a set, and some of the sets. Like, is he having a fold equity on the river? And like, that's showing me how bad I play. Okay. And I see that from Rex, like, there is no GTO size in any spot. They just see, okay, I have like combo draw here. I just need to bet big here, or stuff like that. So double SCS is I think recro. Yep. Let's see here. Yuhei. This guy is tight. Look at the 0 here. 0, 0. I'm just gonna fall to him. Just blade. Just put like this, and you can see. We have like, I think I will finish this in 10 days. So basically we have more, 10 days more, I think. Okay, look at this guy. He's opening 7% here. I don't think this guy has many flushes because of the low opening range. So I'm gonna tone down the size and not be just tone down the size. We have like, I think, more 10 days, and that's it. Like 10 days more. If we push up the tempo. Okay, like this. Let's see what we have about this guy. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see button versus middle position. 19%, cut of 7. Okay. We seen 8 plus. Let's see more. Heidegger still here. We don't have sample here, so even it's a good hand. I'm just gonna go like this. Let's see what we have of rubble. Fold versus delay c-bet is 50. Let's see with what he called delay c-bet. Usually he calls delay c-bet with 8s. Okay, with the under pair here, I would say his call range of the delay c-bets. And now he's overbetting, wrapping a 5 here. He's basically wrapping three, in my opinion, 3s and 5s. I think the 3s can or maybe overbet, but mainly he wraps 5s. We block queen 5 here. Okay, I'm gonna call against him. He mainly wraps 5s and okay, he had ace 5. He mainly wrapped 5s. Queen 5 he doesn't even call, he only has queen 5 suited. We block some of that. And 4-5 off he doesn't have. So mainly wrapped 5s. I didn't have time to see like his river stuff and that, so maybe I should have. Okay. But we are on the time clock, so no time for anything. Okay. This guy 4 bets. I see here that he did call ace jack off, he called on the 4 bet, on the 3 bet. Okay. Don't like the check. Really tough here. I really hate the check here. I just really hate the check because I really hate the check because they always check like when they have trips. But to fold here it's like impossible, and he can value bet like queens. Maybe, I don't know. It's more likely that he's betting with the queens. But folding aces here are disaster. Okay, he did bet the queen, so nice. They love to check the trips also. So if he's having like an ace king there, he's gonna check it. And also if he's having like and I also thought that there's a possibility that he's betting a queens. On the river, I think also that he's probably shoving the queens, so there's the reason. I mean, it's not that the reason why I would call no matter what, because we are so high in the range where you check behind there, so there's like no way. Uh, there's like no way I'm folding, but okay. This guy seems to be active and he's winning a lot. Basically, there's no way I'm folding aces in that spot in the 4-bet pot. But generally, I was just sharing my opinion. They would like check definitely. Reckless will check king there, and the guy didn't have a lot of 4-bet range, so he's definitely having like only ace king there. We had aces, we blocked that, and I don't think that's the guy that's gonna like 4-bet bluff king queen, because we saw that he's calling 3-bet with ace jack off out of position. So basically, he's having uh, 4 combos of ace king, and he's having six combos of queen. So by that logic, we are basically there in a really good spot. He's gonna have more queen than ace king. Okay, falling there, king 8. Okay. Would I share my head settings? Okay. Really tight from the UTG. We see ace 8 suited. Heidegger is the reg. Brazil is a recro. Fodi, I think he's and Pritula, we have Pritula. Okay, this is recro. They really just have a... He donked middle pair there. But he toned down on the turn size. Okay. Captain Robor. Okay. Recro. I'm gonna step here. Ace deuce. I'm gonna check again. Bet here. I'm gonna bet river. I'm gonna jacks. Check in here. Let's see what the guy had. Okay, we're gonna call 4 here. Like this. Let's see here. Seems tight range. I'm check raising here. Because we see that he here did fold versus 4-bet. Cutoff versus middle. Queen is like... He's gonna have tens plus. Just gonna check raise here and get it in. Sick drop, I think, is a fish. Yep, he's a recro or fish. It's the same, okay. I'm betting bigger. I didn't 4-bet the guy because I saw that he's like falling to 4-bet and he's not 3-betting that much. And by that he has some bluffs there and the bluffs that are not gonna call for. But we can do it. He has also jacks in the range and tens. But when he tone up the size here, we mainly want to call also a lot. Okay. I'm gonna fold here. I'm really glad I did it. I think it's pure value bet. I think that you're talking about the hand with where the guy had queen. I think queens are basically always a shove there, and the queens are also bet the flop, bet the turn, and shove the river hand. It should be played like that. Bet the flop 1/3, bet the turn 1/3, bet the turn like 40% and shove the river, or bet the turn half of the pot and shove the river. But it's like clear. I think bet the turn 1/3 and shove the river. But it's definitely shove the river. Even the way he played it like this, it's a clear shove of the river. Because we check behind, our range is really weak in this spot, so I think basically he's losing in his mind from king x that's low played. He blocks king queen. We don't have ace king a lot. Let's see what we have here. Let's see his orbit range. He didn't use orbit at all, out of position or in position. Eights are not the greatest hand. And I don't know, like, we have 3-5 suited here. He doesn't have like any nuts in his range here. He doesn't have 3-5 suited. We have 3-5 suited. We call 3-5 suited there. So again, he's overbetting here. Okay, he can like overbet. I don't know, ace king here or king queen. He can overbet it, but just from the nuts perspective, he doesn't have nuts here, and that's like also important. So I think he has a lot of hands that he wants to bet with the normal size, like queen, king, jack, ace, king, like aces. And he doesn't want to even like overbet with kings. It's like disaster. So again, I feel he's gonna have like ace 3 suited, ace 5 suited, so but he's never gonna have a nuts here, and we're gonna have the nuts. So what that means, what's happening here when I raise here, and I'm gonna have the nuts. So what's gonna happen when I raise here? Because I will raise when I identify this spot that the guy won't have a nuts here, and I'm gonna just realize that I have the nuts and he doesn't have the nuts. So what then? Not the greatest. It's 1/4, but it's always for protection. But at least we're gonna see the river, and we can donk the river on some, I think, like king. I think even like jack, because like we have like ace 7, we're gonna have like ace jack, we're gonna have like ace king, like ace on the river also is like basically always a donk. Okay. He did put the tone up here. Okay. When he bets like this, he's wrapping like a 2-pair. Let's check. They really stab a lot, so let's see what the guy had. Threes. Okay, it's that type of reckless. Okay, you never know which type of reckless you're gonna find. I'm gonna call here. Bet small. I'm gonna bet small once again. Okay, I'm gonna jam the river. Okay, I'm gonna bet here. I really don't understand the way the guy displayed the hand. Really strange. But really nice for us. For example, if we have like 9 10s here, we're just gonna check, 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 and check the river here, like with 9s and 10s. Okay, check raising here. Really, really nice for us. Great result for us because he played the way it's gonna. I just tried to rep that like on the turn when I step like that low size. He's definitely he needs to shove their queens. So okay. I'm gonna make a quick pause. Pritula and find Pritula. First 3-bet, okay. Sit out next hand, sit out next hand, sit out next hand. Checking. I'm just gonna see if tomorrow anything is on VCOP. Maybe I'll play. I really have desire to play that VCOP. The things are not going well, but I will see what has tomorrow. Then we can decide if we want to play. Maybe I can stream and play Entity tomorrow also. Okay, just let me see tomorrow day. Okay, so tomorrow we have 300k in 7, 500k in 7. So we have tomorrow 2 tournaments. We can play 55 buy-in and 530, and both of them are slow, so we can play both of them. And we can play on 930 109 for 200k's. So basically I can play 3 tournaments tomorrow. So that's okay then. We're gonna see. And put it in one bounty builder there. And we have the session like one bounty builder. Party Poker has also 3 tournaments. But Party Poker doesn't have HUD. So it's fucked up there. Jack 3 open. Okay. Okay, let's see. Rude. Something. Recro. Okay. Albazar. Checking. Really nice river for us because now he doesn't have sevens, and his range is like 2% here. He had king queen suited. Okay, and didn't tribute this against us. His range is like there. I think when I saw like 2%, I see like pocket pairs, and if he has broadways, we need to then look at the tribute ranges, and that's it. And he did tribet, so I thought that hand like king queen would be tribeted always. So okay. Calling here. Oh, it's a weak check, but I don't know the guy, and I don't know if he's stabbing there with the on the turn with the jack X. Hello, Quacky man. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna bet here. King 10 folded. Okay. Leonidas Pritula still didn't find him. This is the recro. Okay. Okay, checking. Check call. Not the greatest turn. And not the greatest river. I don't know how we win this. Yep, I called on the turn because I thought maybe he's also betting a pair here. Because they are betting linearly, recross. But on the river I think he must bluff there. And they are not doing that a lot, it seems. But you don't know which recross you did get here. Did you get the recross who's gonna bet? Or not? Let's see the Albazar here. Okay. Let's see how much he opens against us. 30%. So here against us his range is tighter than usual, a lot tighter than King 10 is not a 3-bet. It's just a call. This is check back. Let's see how much he delays c-bet a lot because his c-bet is not that much. I'm gonna just check behind. Okay, I'm gonna bet half. Okay. The good thing is on the river we're gonna have also a6 there. We're not gonna stab a6 ever on the flop. King 10, 8, 9, 3, 8, 8, 9, okay. That Pritula guy. small blind called and versus early like 18%. He called like ace-5 suited. So he's probably calling like a... Okay, I'm gonna bet here. I feel this spot where they will always check raise the set. Yeah. This is like the classic spot they will always do. When we delay c-bet, always gonna like, when they check there, and when they call their cap, so if he called out bet the river here, because he see us as a king x a lot, and he will check raise because we are capped. And if he has like a set, I would never fold, of course, on the raise king x, and he would always play like a check raise. %14%. Okay, I'm gonna 4-bet here. Let's see what we have about him. I'm playing 2-street game. What we have here about Miguel? Okay, let's see. Real bad turn. I'm gonna give up with this. This is usually a good triple barrel, especially if you get some like third 5, stuff like that. But not on the 9, it's so connected with everything. We're gonna slow down here, so we're against Heidegger on 2 tables, okay. Okay, we're gonna go like this. Check here. And bet like this. I'm just gonna check here with ace-5. Probably never gonna win. So tomorrow I feel like there's like 3 good tournaments to play. Okay, I'm gonna delay here. When he's calling here, I feel like he mostly has like a king. I don't think he has like ace. He has probably like a king, and his kings are king queens, king 9, jack queen, and jack 9. So I don't think, and I don't know, is he calling a pocket pair, but I don't think like this is a bluff. He's gonna have straights here. Okay. So I'm okay. The thing that we can take from here, that he didn't bet the turn, he just check called the turn, so he felt that he's not good. I mean, 10 is a really bad card. I think every other like card that is not hearts is really good, because then we can rep like ace x, but on the river we are shutting down with like, I don't know, with the hand like with like low ace deuce, ace 5, and stuff like that. So check here. Check. Bet. Evil Pirate. Really tight from small blind. Let's see what we have on the above fish. Okay. We have that he only 4-bet once. Early position versus middle, so we don't know that much. I think I'm gonna bet here. I'm gonna use bigger size. We are not betting all of the ace-x, so bigger size has sense. I'm still looking at the tournament, so basically there is like 3 good tournaments. We have Bounty Builder 109 also there, 100 something that is played. 109 I think Bounty Builder, yes. So we can make a session about tournaments. I was looking on the Twitch. Lex Veldhuis played on Stars, and I just wanted to play also. I think it's good. It's just a great feeling when you come into MTT final table. So good feeling when you watch like how many people still drop, stuff like that, and when the screen changes and you're in, I feel like it's really good feeling. Let's see how much he calls small blind versus big blind. 21%. We mainly want to call on the turn with the hands we have, like jack x, like jacks, queens, and kings, and that's why it's like really cool here, because we now protected our range and we can make easy call here with the ace, and we see that the guy turned 5 into bluff. So we had like many calls here in this spot with like hands like kings and jacks, and we were always behind. But when you see this, it's really cool. Okay. That means that our calls are not so dumb as shit. That there are people that's going to change into bluff. Okay, 10-9, 10-9, it's okay. I'm going to float this one up. I'm going to bet like this. Okay. Immediately called by queens. Okay. I'm gonna see just like want to see on the Twitch. Is like still playing. I want to see it. Oh no, he stopped playing, okay. I think there is no feeling in poker, in cash, is even comparable to feeling when you have when you won the tournament. Because for example, I only remember like stuff when I did well in tournaments. I just remember everything about that day. And on the cash games, like you don't remember sessions, like what you did when you win something or stuff like that. Okay, here is I'm gonna format it. Check. I'm gonna try go to the river with a small bet. Now he's repping like a queen x here. He's not betting a6 like this because I would check the turn with the ace-x a lot. So he's basically repping queen x and bluffs. Okay. Another situation when the guy needs to bet everything, he's checking. And again, it's a recro in the question. Okay. They're checking always like sets and stuff like that. And that's the reason why I'm checking behind this strong. We just can't do anything here. On the river, I'm always calling. I'm gonna check raise here. Having a diamond here is pretty good. Okay. Hello, Paul Richard man. Thanks a lot. We just need to click this. We just need to man up this last 30k hands and play it well and play it good. Play it till the end. And don't be a pussies and do it like it should be done. Can I get the hut, please? Let's see if he's 4-betting here a lot. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. guess this guy doesn't call trees in this spot, so it's really good. And I think he's calling a jack off. Okay. Based on the stats, so he's like calling 5s, 6s. Okay, I'm gonna double barrel here. We're betting like queens, kings, checking some of the aces. Really bad river, because now we are not value betting. We are now not value betting queens or kings or aces like this. Maybe aces can be bet. Yeah, but I think the aces like have so much value and kings. So I'm just thinking what size we can use there. Let's see here. Squeeze versus early middle. 3%. A really tough spot again, but I think we have so good opportunity like on the all normal rivers to take the pot. He's gonna call like 8s here, he's gonna call 7s, he's gonna call like all the Broadway suited ones he has. But the problem is on the jack, we just cuts our value bets a lot. I don't think we can bet like queens anymore. Or we can bet kings with half of the pot maybe, and aces. We also have like 10s, we also have 9s. So basically like half of the pot has sense. But I don't think ace queen. I think this is clear. Raise and get it in against 19% of hands. And here is call. Call for. Like this. Okay. Ace king, ace king. I think that Jack River is give up. I still feel on the river we have aces kings that should be bet. Jack Brooks. I think it's a rec race, he is. We're just gonna bet bigger. This is clear call of the 3-bet. Because it seems he's 3-betting really a lot. 35% on 900 hands. It's like a lot. So we can have the sample there. Bad here situation. Maybe bet 1/3 on the river is what I probably missed. Lotto Young and Dujardin. Okay. Let's see what we have on the Roberto Carlos guy. Okay. Let's see the range. Okay, we see that he 3-bets really a lot, folds a lot on 4-bet, so I'm gonna 4-bet. I try to increase my 4-bet because we are, it seems, falling to 5-bets, 20 something percent. That's telling us that our 4-bet range is way too strong. Okay. But I just don't like to 4-bet unknown people, which seems to be a thing in Zoom here. We have a monster hand here. Really, 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 really good one. Checking with two pair. Okay. It could get much better for us. We're gonna raise it here. Definitely how the hand played. I'm raising the river here. We check behind the flop here. He delay bet, we called. Okay, a little smaller size. A little smaller size. This, I think it's big, but it's also okay because I don't think we will be ever raised back without the nuts, and I don't think he has. He did c-bet out of position 75% of hands, and now he decided to check the 6-9, king 9. We would have nothing here. Okay. Ace-4, ace-queen. Hello, still nuts. Thank you, man. Long time I didn't see you. Okay, Rentacle is telling me that he lost 20 stacks in the 6k hands and had to move down the stakes. Sorry about that, Rentacle man. You know the game, it's just sometimes like that. But I think that I explained how I use my bankroll management. So you just get that 20 binds back, and then 20 stacks back, and then you can go again. Not the greatest spot here, but we blocked that straight with the 8, so it's better call than, and we also like under-repped our hand a lot. Stabbing, okay. Ace-3 of fold, okay, let's see against him. He bets 3-5 on the turn, which is... And when the guy overbets here, I think there's just no way I can fold with the 8 in my hand. He again just called here on the flop, so basically I can discount sets in his range, and he reps basically straight. Lotta Young still here. Okay, folding here. Ace King. Okay, check. Not the greatest spot. But there is like so many draws. And the guy reps now what? He reps like 8x here. Really strange. Really strange. He's basically repping 8x here, but... And it would be disaster if he's like betting, I don't know, 5s here. And he's betting 7x, so disaster. Just raise it then and that's it. I mean, shove it. Let me see the name of the guy. I just think we should just shove there and that's it, because they will bet it seems every full house like this, and we have some full house that wants to check raise, so just shove and that's it. Hmm. Definitely the best play was to go to the check raise the turn. Yep, definitely the best play. But I missed. I didn't do it. I thought about it, but so value there. So many, we get values of so many pair plus hands. Okay, I'm gonna call against this is a fish. Not the recro, he's a fish. Okay. Nothing here for us. King 6 fold, okay. I'm just gonna need to decide tomorrow, play or not. MTT. 16%. Let's go to the 4-bet pop-up. To a deep pop-up to see how he plays deep. But in position deep 3% only, so misleading starts definitely. He wouldn't 3-bet us deep at all without strong hand, so I can make a fold there. Usually when we see stats like this, it's easy call, but when we go and see how he plays deep, everything changes, and especially if we see how he plays deep against us, even tighter than normal, so we can make that fold. Checking. The guy donks here, right? Okay. And this guy calls, so he's not calling 6s and 5s, so we are losing basically only from deuces. This guy doesn't seem to be folding at all. At least on the flop, okay. Let's see here. He didn't 4-bet once. He folds. It seems a lot. Let's see just what I have on him. Okay. Okay, checking here. He's not definitely a step guy. He didn't step turn at all. So this guy would probably check Queen X. He's generally really passive and tight. He would definitely even check here ace queen in this spot on the flop on the turn, and he's not changing anything into bluff. From the reads we have on him, he's really tight. Why can we have this against some other player? Because I would check shove against most of the racks here. Most of the racks step there like 60%, 50 stepping for protection, but this guy not. I have read how he's usually playing the range. I'm gonna bet here. And on the river it's really even hard to find the bluffs there. I just don't even only thing it can happen if he changes like pocket pair with the straight draw into bluff, and he would check behind like with the fives there or stuff like that. So we have clear here against 27%. We're gonna 18, 22. He did call 4-bet once. Okay. He didn't fold to 4-bet in position to the c-bet at all. Let's see, call turn. He called it once with the king queen and here with the king queen. Okay. I think that this guy would like float queen jack suited, king queen with the backdoor flush draws. He would float probably ace queen also. So here on the river I don't see myself folding, to be honest. Okay, he didn't bluff ace queen, but what about raised hands? He would definitely step turn with queen jack. and we saw that he didn't fold 3 out of 3 times, so to 4-bet c-bet, to c-bet in a 4-bet pot, so definitely he will be floating there, and he should float like a king queen, ace jack with backdoors, ace queen. We are checking here. I'm gonna bet just half. Okay, check here. King 5. Okay, let's say what Sutata had. I feel like that Sutata guy is honest and plays straightforward, and we saw like some regs are changing into bluff, stuff like that. But in that spot, when I saw like what he did check back, what type of hands, there is no way he would bluff the turn with the backdoor, like with the pocket pairs. And realistically, the only thing that can be turned into bluffs are those one, because it's like the low part of the range that is never gonna win showdown. I mean, not never, but rarely. You'll Pite seems to be active one. Let's see, this is 48%. Okay, so he probably has like 50% here hands. So basically only 5x he has. It's ace-5 off. He's not falling to a c-bet. He'll call like king jack here, queen jack, stuff like that. We're gonna mainly overbet the turn with tens and having the range advantage. So 3-bet. Left lane is Recro. Okay. Using bigger size. Fold here. To have like aces there with the club, I think it's perfect hand to check back. You don't need that much protection. You have playability on the river, no matter what river it is. So I just don't think, and it's nice to check it back. So okay. Delay here. I don't expect that this would be a lot bet on the river. On this 10x that we have every combo of that, and he doesn't have anything. Let's see what we have about this guy. Okay. Okay. We have what we need. Let's see the range. I would again say like this guy probably doesn't have threes in his range, so like fours plus. And maybe it even has like, I don't think he has like ace jack off. So basically like, let's see, he's folding here. He's gonna call like sixes here, sevens, eights, nines, jack X every flush draw. We're gonna bet bigger here, like this. We have like all ace, queen, king, queen here. We just want to bet big here. Okay. And I guess on that turn the guy will fold. This type of guy will fold like six, sevens, eights here, nines. Continuing with the like jack X plus. And like float like a 10x with a like ace 10 of spade is calling for sure. So ace 10 of spade, probably on like king 10 of spade stuff. So 10x will be, he should be checking here. We are checking every queen. He's donking here. I also don't understand this. And I've been told that this is a good reg, and he's when the middle pair pairs there, and we have when we check behind, and we use the normal CB strategy, we have all the queen X's in a range, and we have range advantage then, and he's then leading small. Doesn't have any sense. You lead small when it's good for your range, and it would have sense that if we see the flop and the flop go and he called the flop lead on the turn with when the middle pair paired, so that has sense, but this doesn't have sense. Okay, here, let's see here, 20. It seems he's active. Okay, I'm gonna fall here. Raise here. Let's see that just in the deep situations. Okay, he's 3-betting deep. 12%, 11 against us. Okay. I'm just gonna raise here. Check call. We're gonna have like 7, 8s, 6s. Hand like from the off we're gonna have king queen off, but I think king queen off with the queen of clubs is definitely betting. I'm not gonna see it. I'm just gonna bet small. I've bet 6, 7, 8s like this, so I'll just bet small here. 1/3 call here. Okay. On the river, I'm basically wrapping that small pair, and the only size I have is a small one. I don't know, Rentacle, man. Everybody has like their way. So maybe people can now abuse what I said, but I'm standing by what I said, and it's definitely true. Here on the Zoom, they can just hide. They can hide their weaknesses, and that's like the truth 100% of the time. because from what I saw from regs, I had so many, like against every reg here who is against we played, we have a lot of reads, and when I go to my program, that also shows me a lot of leaks on most of anybody there. So they're doing so many strange stuff, so many bad stuff in my opinion, and I just didn't used to it. And if you can like see the regs playing on iPoker or basically even on party poker, it's just so much stronger play, so much they're just better. I mean, I just take a look at like our losing sessions, where if we played like on iPoker or on eight or on party poker, we would be down like, I don't know, 10 buy-ins, and we were like down 2 buy-ins. When I saw the hands like where they missed so many value and bluffs they didn't bluff, it's just pretty insane. I'm just gonna bet here. This is awful. So awful. If is he checking back 10x, the records are not doing that. So it seems like we run into the trees, probably. Okay. But again, on the river, when we bet that big, I just don't see the chance he's bluffing when we bet that big. Especially Recro guy. Check here. I'm gonna orbit here. Just thinking about what is my value bet, and my value bet is a straight here. Straight plus, and I think when he checks we want to overbet with bluffs. He donked and stopped on the turn. Okay, I'm gonna call here. Check call. I like the size on the river. I really like the size. Okay. I'm just folding sixes here. Give upping also here. I agree, Rentacle. I really agree with you, man, there. I feel like the guy has like 4x here. I'm just gonna bet it. When they check somewhere in the hand, they usually don't under defend on the river. That is what we have on the sample on them. Really want to see here what happened. Okay, we're gonna check all here. Wrapping like a ace 10 plus. Okay, call here. Bet check bets here. Good laser recro. Really fuck spot with kings there. I feel like the recros just don't bluff that, and I don't think honestly anybody bluffed that because I played like I have 10x there. I bet really big size, and I'm never folding 10x. And we don't know, is he. The problem there is he. Usually, if I'm looking at the population there, it's a clear call with kings because he reps then only 3-3 there. And like slow plays of the sets that they are doing, they would like check behind sets and stuff like that. So when I just look at that when I just take a look at that, then he's stabbing 10x for sure. But I feel like that is always trees. Trees or slow played set. So if we remove 10x from the range, then we are beaten like by the trees, like 6 combos. Because if you take into account that sometimes he's gonna raise, sometimes he's gonna stab with the set, sometimes not. There's like 6 combos. We're losing against 6 combos, and we need to find basically we need to find On the river, we need to find 3 bluffs that we can make that call. And it's hard to find 3 bluffs, I think. Three combos of bluffs. And also bluffs or value betting worse. And I think value betting worse will never happen. And bluffs, I don't know if Recross has 4 bluffs. Because basically we look on the we delay bet, and we wanted to go to a check raise. We made the delay bet there. We basically rep 10x in the eyes of anybody. With the size on that on the river, we're repping 10x. If I bet smaller there, I think we need to defend because we look weak. But I bet like I delayed c bet there. I just look like a 10x a lot and used a big size on the river, and I just don't think anybody would do it. So okay. We are basically looking like a 10x there, and to get shot on 10x it's suicide because I would never fold 10x there, never. And I mean it's much higher than in the range when you have like a trips there, because you won't have trips a lot. And that's like more in the range. Even these kings are pretty high in the range also, but we're gonna have also like an aces there, and we're gonna have like a 10x, so it's a little bit better. 10%. Okay, I like this. I'm just gonna block bet here. The guy folded there, okay. Let's see here what we have. Let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna delay it. 3% for now. Just gonna fold it, okay. Something is... I would definitely never play Zoom for living. If you're asking me, still nuts. I wouldn't ever do it. Rusako, again Recro guy. They're tributing in these positions like 6%. And we don't know which Recro guy we did get. Did we get the crazy Recro guy who's gonna have like, I don't know here what. Or we're gonna get, I'm gonna bet here. Like this. I think we definitely want to... Okay. We want to lead the river there because that ace, we're gonna have like ace queen all, ace jack all. Definitely want to lead, and the guy shoved on the river, so it's nonsense. First time when we slow play like ace king, nothing is good happen. Okay. Evil Piet. Here's different because here when the is 3 flush, it's not like we it's not important to check here like it's normal, because he will have 7x than we will have. But when he check behinds, he's gonna have a lot of less flushes that we're gonna have. So I'm just gonna lead here. I'm just gonna orbit here. Because it's not the same as it like without flush. Because when he check behinds, he doesn't have much flush, and we have all the flush in range. So our flush beats his check behind the trips, and in that spot definitely we can go for the not checking the turn, which leading, stabbing, even the turn is paired. I'm gonna bet normal size here. I would never like want to play Zoom for real, like, ever. When I think about what I'm missing, like normal tables, you sit in, you play every hand with the same people. Wars with the reg wars and stuff like that. I just miss it. For me, this is most like tiltiest experience, and I'm just not liking it. I hate it. It's not because I'm like doing really bad. It's not like that. I mean, I'm sometimes you run bad and you play bad when you don't have good results on normal tables. I don't think like it's that much important. It's just like a concept of the Zoom that I just don't like. That's like the most troubling in my opinion. Pretty good flop here. Really, really good. This guy folds really beyond. I don't think he has even like 1-6x in his range. Maybe 6-7 suited, but it seems like that's a long shot. And for example, this guy should have like a... He shouldn't have a check raise range here because he doesn't have 6x. Okay, at all. Or he has like maybe 6-7 suited and that's it. So just to punish that, we're just gonna click it back. He can have 8s here, but it's much better than to... It's definitely much better here to call and call with his range, because he's gonna have like 9s, 10s, 4s, 5s. And check raise here is suicide. Because he just can't play check raise range and have a normal calling range. When he doesn't have a lot of trips. I'm just gonna bet here. Okay. With these blockers, do not bet at the river. And they fold river out of position. 48% against 2/3 of the pot. 60%. He's gonna have also flush draws here. He's gonna have like a weak pairs. He doesn't fold a lot on the turn. Maybe it has sense to maybe shove the river. But I would like want to bet jacks here, queens here, ace 10, all that stuff. So I really like the size here. It didn't go through. And like what I said about this guy, he should be defending by calling only, because he just doesn't have 6x, and he doesn't have... On this board we have massive range advantage, and if he's check raising this, his calling range will be crushed, because I'm gonna mark this, and when he calls there, we're gonna just bomb, and he just doesn't have... He will not have good hands. He will have like 8s that were gonna be in his range, but 8s are just 3 combos, and what about everything else in the range? So he will just have troubles defending the range if he's not defending only by calling. And if he's check raising this, he's not defending then by calling, and he's gonna have a lot of weak hands. And the problem is that he doesn't call 6-7 or stuff like that, and he needs to call 6-7 like 5-6 suited that he can have check raise range. And even that, it's not too much combos. Just to, and basically first 4-bet in these positions. Okay, I'm gonna call ace-4. And like, okay. We have here like 9s, 10s against him, 7, 8, 6, 7 suited. I think we can bet small. Small half pot. And I feel like we are mostly against the nice here we are blocking aces, but I just don't think he will fold based on what the reads I have on him. He sees us a little spewy, I think. Yes, it's always ace king here, like, okay, call here. This guy, look at here. And you're telling me I play with that my results are bad because I play with the good players, too strong that I ever played, and you see like he's tapping like middle pair here. And when I have a read like this, he's gonna be check raised a lot, but I just don't have that information, so I just need to see this. We check fold 30%, 35%. We check folds, and we have really strong range because we see bet like 20 to 30%. And he's tapping middle pair against that range. We're just gonna keep check raising, that's it. And you tell me, I see like so many basic stuff that are totally wrong in strategies that I would say that it's probably the regs here are the weakest regs I played in the last 3 years. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna check. Let's see how much he calls. He calls a lot. Check call. He's stabbing really not that much. Okay. And this hand is really good call. I think one of probably the best calls played like this. But usually we have like 70% c-bet range on this board, 70 to 80, so I'm gonna c-bet most. I'm gonna check some of the aces and check call them. I'm gonna check like 8-9. Even 8-9 is a good c-bet, and definitely good c-bet and a check call here. And then definitely if you play like that line, then you need to call the river. But play like this, I have better hands. Like every queen x, I play like this, and I have like queen 9 suited, queen 10 suited that I won't bet every time, so it's okay. And the guy just is really tight in this line. He never did it as a bluff. But definitely I want to like check this up, because people can then bluff like this. Check call here. I don't remember if this was multi-way or not. I think it was multi-way. But he did c-bet multi-way, okay. I know that this guy has a weak check raise. He check raises a lot as a bluff. Check raise bet turn. Look at this, he did. I think I'm calling here. Two times I saw him check raise bet turn. It was bluff without equity. One he had flush draw, other time he didn't have anything. Yep. I'm just gonna bet small here, really small. I like 1/4. Just in case he's bluffing with like 10x. Yep, okay. Because this guy will have like 7, 8, 8, 9 type of hands. He's gonna check raise and bet turn. But he's also have like 9, 10 here. And he's gonna bet turn. And on the river, when I bet this small, I just don't see like, when we call a check raise here and we call it turn, he just can't be good with 10x there. I mean, he just can't be good when we bet the river. We're gonna have like 7, 8, but will we bet 7, 8 like this? I don't think so. And mostly I just don't want to see my hand. But he will see it. I forgot that I'm streaming, so he will see the hand. Okay, I'm gonna bet here. But definitely when we have like in the program, when we see that he's doing it so often, so check raising, and on that board he doesn't have a lot of strong hands. The board is 2, 4, 6, maybe even better plays just to click it back here with the king queen. But I feel like we are so good here. I just like this better. And if he's doing it also on the river, if he's doing it with the hand like, let's see, just to see, if he's doing it with the hand like ace 3 or ace 5, and then like also bet small on the river works really good, because to like check here and to see ace 3 I would kill myself. Check here, okay. Hello, Mr. Tipster. And this guy's now wrapping it straight. I'm just gonna click it back here really big. Okay. Nice to see the fold. Maybe if we had like ace king here with the diamonds, it would pass finally. So I'm okay. I just bet really big. Okay. Really bad. This guy seems to be really active. Okay, I'm gonna raise here. We have Jack X here, so I'll definitely want to raise. We can mix bluffs here, so it's not that much, but on the pair boards we just want to raise. On the turn we're gonna give up a lot. This guy cold calls 3-bet here. He never did it. And the cool thing is here we have like a, okay, call here. Really, really good for us. I really like the play. Okay. And here the guy, we are mostly looking like an ace-x here. Okay. And he's gonna have 9, so probably, maybe, I don't know, but to fold 10s here, and we're gonna have so many weaker hands than 10s. I'm gonna have like 9s, 10s. Jacks are betting for protection value. This, like, I feel like maybe I'm not good, that's why I check behind. Okay, I'm gonna 3-bet here. Let's see what we have about Typhon. Okay. Mr. Okay. Okay. Okay, 1-bet 1/3. Calling here with the aces. Calling. Really, really great. Really, really good one. I'm just gonna bet the pot here. Okay. Check raising. Against the reg, it's like a really good check call. But against regs in Zoom, it's better check raise because they will like bet middle pair and they will then bet middle pair on the turn, and on the river if they think that they're not good they're gonna bet middle pair again. Usually they're gonna check it and stuff like that, so just check raise. I'm just gonna see what you're talking about. I didn't see. Inarishka is calling me, hey Marco, you know Marco who created Sharky Strater? I don't know, man. I didn't. I first time I hear about that. You can like tell me what it is because I don't know. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna fold here. Rentacle is asking like how fishes play differently in the Zoom. Yep, I agree that the recreationals are definitely more sticky just because they will not get many opportunities, and on Zoom they can just fold and they don't give a fuck. So I agree with you, man, with that. Yeah, and I agree with Paul Recharge. Rentacle, I definitely agree with you, but why do you play normal tables and stars where is four tables limit? Play, man, on the iPoker. Play wherever you want, man. There's like so many sites, so great Rayback. Microgaming is getting back into the race. Microgaming is preparing like a big promos and the 10 months. So I just don't understand why would we even want to play. Why would you even want to play here four tables without Rakeback? Especially if you play lower stakes. So why, man? Why would you want to do it? I just don't understand. Okay, we're gonna open Queen Jack. We have a fish here, Gregor. What we have about him? Let's see what I have on him. Something is again wrong. Okay. This is not greatest. First check raise. He seems really passive. This is like not good here. Let's see if he did overbet once as a bluff. No. I really feel this is not good. Because this guy is really fucking tight and he's folding a lot and he's floating a lot. And we did timeout. I mean, we need to call the turn and decide on the river. But I'm not excited there. I mean, it's a clear call on the turn, but on the river, I don't know. On the river, it's hard to fold aces, of course, ever. Especially if it's all. What did I do now? Oh, I started to play real bad again. I just don't understand how I have so much, so low time. And I didn't even watch. I'm starting to getting tired because I played. I think I'm just gonna bet here. Okay, I'm not gonna bet. Maybe bet the turn. It's far better play. I'm getting tired. I played tournaments from the afternoon. I played and I just kept getting bad bit after bad bit after bad bit. I just feel I run so bad on tournaments also because I just like saw my sample of tournaments in the since I start playing Zoom also. It seems like we're just in the downswing. People just saying me you don't have results. You're playing like you don't have good results, stuff like that. But we're just in a downswing, and I feel like in the game that also much. We're in the downswing, and the things are not great. Okay, first 3-bet small blind. Look at this. This is like really tight. But I just feel like we run bad, and it seems like that's also on the tournaments. And from the tournaments we lost, I can see that. I'm just gonna quit session, like play last hands. I'm gonna take a rest for tomorrow. Maybe I'll play tomorrow also. Uh, MTTs, I just don't know. I'm just gonna also, like I told you, I'm gonna finish this challenge. How it is, it is. Nothing we can do about it. So we're gonna finish it, and we tried. I'll try my best to finish it good. Okay. This guy is definitely not calling like threes, fours here. He's calling eights. He calls like 8-9 suited, Jack 10, King 10, King Queen. He folds really much. Definitely like a disaster of the play here. Also, I feel really bad. Okay, just let me see what you wrote so I can answer that. Yes, Mr. Tipster, I not lock a lot of dead spots just because I want to see the max exploit strategy in that spot. But even when they don't have like a bluffs, like for example, this guy with the jacks, he check raised in a spot where his range is. When we had the kings, the board was 6-6-8, and the guy check raised us, and we were going. We just 3-bet the flop. He's check raising in a spot where he shouldn't check raise because his range is a lot weaker than our range, and he should be defended by calling there. And again, he doesn't have there almost not 6x there, and we have 6x because we are also triveting suited connectors, and in that spot he shouldn't check raise at all. And so when he check raised us, I just know he doesn't have bluffs, and you would think like max exploit strategies then fall like hands that like that are beaten, but you're gonna also want to like tribet there with some other stuff, not just the war pairs, stuff like king queens with the backdoors or stuff like that. Just because his strategy is lacking, and his strategy is really bad in this spot. And what I saw from Rex here, I'm just gonna be honest because you are also attacking me a lot, so I'm gonna just be like real honest here. I feel like Rex here are really weak, like really weak. I have my opinion here about few good Rex, and I'm gonna tell it here. I think Dr. Upswing is good player, really good, and I think he's really good. I think Miguel guy is also a really good player. I think that Still Nuts, from what I saw, I think he's also a good player because he thinks about sports, and the sports we had against him, he was like playing it all well. So that's three Rex I feel they're good. Fourth Rex I would add there is that I mean I analyzed them into my ham. The fourth player, there's like one more reg I think it's good. Just let me remember. One more guy. One more guy that I think it's really good. We played against him. Yep, that Igor Durden, something like that. He's also real good. And Oroyaniu, he's really good, but he plays like a style that is a little bit crazy, but he's a really good player. And that's it. Like all the other players has so many weak tendencies that are just not gonna. The regs from bigger limits would crush them, especially in the normal tables. They would just crush them really easily. It's 100% like that because I know what would I do to them on the normal tables where we play every single hand. Um, I mean, I feel like we are just starting to make exploits a lot of on many of them. For example, the leads guy that just tried to bluff us 10,000 times where he was getting crushed by us. Then against like that Amphrosia guy, then the guy now that check raised us where we had Queen Jack, where we had King Jack or King Queen, I don't remember. stuff like that is gonna if I'm on the normal tables with them, I would do it all the time, stuff like that, and they wouldn't even notice. But here they can just see my hands, they can see everything I have, they can see how I play, how I think about them, and they can even do shit against me here. So I just want to be plain and simple. I feel that most of the regs here are bad, and they just couldn't break, like on normal tables they wouldn't beat NL 100 and iPoker. I made like 6 really good players that I appreciate, because we talk here on the stream. They are thinking really good. They have really good understanding of the game, and I respect them, and I think they're good players. But the rest of the regs, I just don't have any appreciate thinking about them, because I feel they're bad. They're doing like stabbing with the shit hands. They are over four betting. They fall to five bet. I saw like uh, Amphrosia, a huge overbet guy. They're folding on a shove against us 80%. And here somebody asked me why I shove 9-9 against their 4-bet UTG versus middle position. I shove 9-9 because I can shove every two hands I want to play. They fold like 80%. If I have like pair there, I'm shoving. If I have like ace suited, I'm shoving. Just because, okay, I'm gonna be get called by ace king and king queens plus, so I just don't care. I mean, the guy had kings there, and here was like crucifying me. What are you doing? Are you normal? But it's just plain and simple. Just go ahead and look at what the guy, if he's folding 80% to a 5-bet, what that means. That means his 4-bet the bluff, his range is 4-bet bluff as shit. So stabbing range is bad, many stuff like that. So I just want to say, you told your opinion about me. I'm having bad results. You think I'm bad. I'm just going to tell you my opinion about the pool here. Pool are 80% of reg cross. Other are regs. There is like 6 good regs there that are really good. Others are like really, really bad. And for me, like also like Orach here, he's like 10 classes above every other reg except like these few regs I mentioned. But just in my eyes, to see like what type of like quality it is. So it's just like that. They're just like, when we get so many informations how they're like playing, we're gonna just I just made so many, somebody told me here, so many weak calls, but I feel that is also okay. So I feel that is also okay, because we are just playing aggressively, and we are in many marginal spots, and the people will just try to bluff us, and we need to defend a lot of lighter than normal players would. So I'm just going to read the chat. This is my monologue just to say about people who said I'm like terrible and stuff. Okay, I agree. You have your opinion, but I'm going to tell you my opinion. And my opinion here, if somebody is smart, they will know that it's true, because from what you saw here, like so much regs are doing so bad things, so transparent things, and they're just getting crushed because of that. I mean, I don't need to crush them now, but time will crush them, and the better players will crush them. So okay, let's see here. I just wanted to answer the chat. Okay, you can only play on poker. Rentaker says he can only play on PokerStars and GG Poker. I would play then on GG Poker, because there's like most softest side there is. Paul Richard can only play on PokerStars than 888. 888 is really also really full of fishes, because there is no ray back there, but it's similar to stars then. Okay. And America's card room. I would play American card room. Definitely. Okay, Mr. Tipser, you removed the thinking from your mind. Okay, Paul Richard is from Portugal. Okay. Okay, Kemi is saying shots fired. I mean, I didn't want to say anything this 60k hands, but I'm going to say it now. Okay. Okay, guys, that's like my opinion. We can see how we went today, and that's it. Let's see. This is for MTTs. Look at this. We just run like shit on MTTs. Really, really like shit. Look at the most hand that we have that we won is with the queen jack here, and this is like a triple barrel. So then you know like how did we run. We triple barrel here with the queen with the queen jack. I just feel we are running terribly. I mean, I feel I'm downswing and that's it. And that's why my results are really bad, because I'm in downswing. I'm just fucking sure in that. And what's worst, I would so like to play 100k more hands with the sample and without streaming, and then I will like I would show you. I'm just for that. Reason, man, we done worse than two dos. We've done worse. Two twos will be like real good play from what we've done. So I just saw like I just analyzed the sample. We just triple barrel here. So that's my like biggest one pot in the MTTs today. Where we trip bad shove here. So that's what's going on. Okay. We won here with 5-7. We won here with with the ace queen. We win here with the ace king. So we run like shit, and we run a lot below every EV, because we basically lost every all in where we had, and we lost like 3 bounty builders. No, two bounty builders. I played 109 and 33 bounty builder, and we lost both of them, and they started with the 5k chips. So, and especially on that 109, we lost aces against eights. When we didn't lose whole stack, we lost like 40 blinds, and then we lost ace 7 against queen 10 for like 40 blinds. We had 20. So bad. Okay, let's see today how we went. Okay, we did run hot today. We run really hot today, it seems. I never had like this till now. This is my record. I never had like so high blue line. So let's see how we're standing now. Okay, 3 BBs. 40k hands. Let's see the graph. Let's see the graph here. Okay, blue line is coming at the 0, and I'm the most dangerous when it's coming to 0. Great. It will be my record if we came to the 0. Okay. So basically it's getting okay. We just run really hot today. We didn't play. I just have to be honest. I didn't play good. So I played like a mediocre game. I played much better in the sessions that we were losing a lot. So okay. Kim is being sarcastic again. But I must say, like, most of our winning has come from the shitty regs that bluff us, that made shitty decisions against us, so I'm cool with it. The problem is that the records killed us, and okay, um, I mostly had like a few interesting hands against good regs that they played really good, so in that spot I'm just not mad if somebody overplayed us. My god, it overplayed us, so what can I say? And it happened. A few regs overplayed us numerous times, so I'll just say what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna tell they didn't. But to be honest, about like rest of the pool and the rest of the regs, that's like that. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I'm gonna play probably MTT tomorrow, and then I'm gonna just finish this. in like 10 days I'm gonna just play 5k hands a day and just to finish it, because I just didn't like, I'm just gonna give up my best. I'm gonna give my best, but it's not like it's a big deal. Whatever happens happens. So uh that's it. Thank you for being with me. uh I'll try to be smarter, not getting into the chats and the stream, not getting into stuff like that, because it's a lot of here things happen and I just don't want to do that anymore. I'm just gonna say what I think in the game, and that's it. So thank you for being with me, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow.